Hello folks, welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I posted some of my work. This time, I tried something different than I usually do. I'm sorry if I'm off frame or if the focus is not great on every shot. I'm not used to record myself while working, but I hope you will enjoy. I will show you the work process of this poseable art doll I've been working on recently. First, I digitally sculpted the head on my computer. Then, I printed it with my 3D printer. Unfortunately, I forgot to film this part, but I'll make sure to record it next time. Next, I painted a base layer on the head. This way, it will be easier to paint the details later. Then, I started to build the body with wires and armature joints. I used armature joints for the spine. This way, it's easier to move the body parts around and it's sturdier than wire. I used wire for the legs because armature joints are too thick. The legs will end up being too big when adding the padding and fur. Next, I cut strips of Quib batting and wrapped it over the body until I was satisfied with the result. There is many techniques to hold it in place, but personally, I like using tape. It's faster. You must be careful about the thickness of Quib batting you're putting onto your doll because the fur will add another layer of thickness to the body. The next step is sewing. I am not a professional in this field, so I use a technique called just go for it. I generally start with the belly of the doll. I cut a strip of fabric following the shape of the body, then sew them together, leaving some space for the legs. I then repeat this process for the legs. I did not record the whole process because it took me a very long time and this part is a bit boring to watch. Now that the sewing is done, time to trim this fluffy little guy. For this, I use a pet shaver because the fur is thicker than hair and it's the best tool to do so. Now it's airbrush time. I'm adding some shade to the fur to make it look more natural and less uniform. Then, I paint some stripes and dots and add a bit of texture to the fur. I love this part. Speaking of fun part, now it's time to refine the head. Now that the paint job is done, I'm gluing the fur at the extremities of the legs and the head. After that, I'm adding some extra fur on the neck and back. I'm using a glue gun, but I could have sewed them instead. This was just faster and I think it's sturdier this way. For the wings, I cut two pieces of fur in the shape of wings but in a way that I can just fold them with the feathers in the middle. Then again, I glue them to be sure it lasts. I can now add some details and decoration to embellish the doll. Not to forget the shiny eyes and nose. For the last part, I decided to create a small armor using foam sheets. Once the shaping is done, I painted it and added some gems on it. Here we go, all done. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.